Vehicles of War and Peace, Tiger 1. Game included Battlefield 5. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and enjoy. The Tiger 1 was a German heavy tank of World War II that began operational duty in 1942, usually in independent heavy tank battalions. It gave the German Army its first armored fighting vehicle that mounted the famous 88, feared by Allied troops. 1,347 were built between August 1942 and August 1944. After August 1944, production of the Tiger 1 was phased out in favor of the Tiger 2. While the Tiger 1 has been called an outstanding design for its time, it has also been called over-engineered, usually using expensive materials and labor-intensive production methods. It was difficult to transport and vulnerable to immobilization when mud, ice, and snow froze between its overlapping and interweaving pattern road wheels, often jamming them solid. The tank was given its nickname Tiger by the Ministry of Armament and Ammunition, and the Roman numeral was added after the Tiger II entered production. Today, only 9 Tiger 1 tanks survive in museums and private collections worldwide. As of 2021, Tiger 131, which was captured during the North Africa campaign, is at the UK's Tank Museum and is the only example restored to running order. Eager to make use of the powerful new tank, Hitler ordered the tank be pressed into service months earlier than had been planned. A platoon of 4 Tigers went into action September 23, 1942, near Leningrad. Operating in swampy, forested terrain, their movement was largely confined to roads and tracks, making defense against them far easier. The significant event from this engagement was that one of the Tigers became stuck in swampy ground and had to be abandoned. Captured largely intact, it enabled the Soviets to study the design and prepare countermeasures. In the North African campaign, Tiger 1 saw its first action during the Tunisian campaign. On December 1, 1942, when 3 Tigers attacked an olive grove. The thick olive grove made visibility very limited, and enemy tanks were engaged at close range. The Tigers were hit by a number of M3 lead tanks firing at a range of 260 to 330 feet. 2 of the leads were knocked out in the action, while the Tiger, providing effective protection from enemy fire, which greatly increased the crew's trust in the quality of the armor. The first loss to an Allied gun was on January 20th, 1943, when a battery from the British 72nd Anti-Tank Regiment knocked out a Tiger with their 6-pounder 57mm anti-tank guns. On April 12, 1945, a Tiger I destroyed 2 Comet tanks, 1 half-track, and 1 scout car. This Tiger was destroyed by a Comet tank on the next day without infantry support. The British observed the gradual increase in German armored fighting vehicles' armor and firepower since 1940 and had anticipated the need for more powerful anti-tank guns. Work on the 76.2mm caliber Ordnance QF 17-pounder had begun in late 1940, and in 1942, 100 early production guns were rushed to North Africa to help counter the new Tiger threat. On April 21st, 1943, a Tiger I of the 504th German Heavy Tank Battalion with the turret number 131 was captured on a hill in Tunisia. A 6-pounder solid shot from a Churchill tank of the British 48th Royal Tank Regiment hit the Tiger's gun barrel and ricocheted into the turret ring, jamming its traverse and wounding the commander. The crew bailed out and the tank was captured. After repairs, the tank was sent to England for thorough inspection. The captured tank was officially handed over to the Bovington Tank Museum by the British Ministry of Supply on September 25, 1951. In June 1990, the tank was removed from display at the museum and work began on its restoration. This was carried out by both the museum and the Army Base Repair Organization and involved an almost complete disassembly of the tank. In December 2003, Tiger 131 returned to the museum, restored and in running condition. This Tiger was used in the film Fury, the first time an original, fully mechanically operable Tiger I has appeared in a movie since World War II. Given the low number of just over 1,300 Tigers that were produced during World War II, very few survived the war and the subsequent post-war scrapping drives. Dozens of captured Tigers were used in the USSR as targets in the 1950s and then were sent to Stalingrad plant for smelting. Many large components had been salvaged over the years, but the discovery of a more or less generally complete vehicle has so far eluded armor enthusiasts and tank collectors. Thanks for watching.